Well, no, I had seen one of them like back in like. Uh, Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the Memechel Jackson Show. I'm on the phone with Steph. We will have Sherry and James joining us shortly. But I'm telling Steph about my crazy experience this weekend. So, Steph, what I was saying is this is the first time I'd ever seen this shit. I did back in like 2009 go to one of these movies, but because my ass is so big, like sitting in the middle, literally, I was sitting in the very middle of the theater. And it was like opening night, and we got free tickets. It's like me, my brother, and some of our friends, and we went to the Harry Potter movie. And so, because the theater was so cramped, my fucking knees were hurting the whole time. And it was like the third, it was like the third or fourth movie by the time this shit came out. So like I already felt like I was like too late getting into it, and I couldn't enjoy the movie the entire time because my knees were hurting so bad. So I never got into it. And I will say this: I've spent, and it's not like we're going after them, but I've been somebody who's kind of like been a hater, made fun of people who like Harry Potter, but only to the extent where I would say stuff like that don't look cool to me. Boy, was I wrong. I watched all 8 of those movies throughout the course of this weekend. So from Thursday night to roughly about an hour or so ago, I was able to watch all these films. There's 8 movies in total. Hold on, we lost Steph. No, that's all good. Anyway, so
you said you watched it all weekend?
yeah, so I watched it from from Friday. Started on Friday. So from Friday until about an hour and a half ago. Well, it's probably a little bit longer. I think I finished it at about 5 p.m. today. And so the shit is crazy. Let me close this fucking window. I feel horrible that I ever like clowned somebody or said that the shit was lame because the whole series is lit. It's also very sad. I will say, I'm sure most people have seen it. There's too much for me to remember to feel like I would actually give away any spoilers for people who haven't seen it. But I will say this, man. If you have not seen that shit stuff, it was lit. I liked it. Yeah, I think if you get a chance, I think you should watch it. Because I think
I will, because Isaiah just started reading the book. So, and he really likes the book. So
yeah.
I figure when he finishes the book, we can watch a movie and then do it that way.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I have not read the books myself. Sorry, I'm trying to get this shit organized in here. But I did watch all those fucking movies today. And it was pretty crazy.
I still think it's kind of weird when people do like the whole like obsession thing. I don't know if it's called obsession, where they're just super passionate about the movie. Like they have everything Harry Potter. Like I have a coworker that literally everything her picture for like our instant messaging or her profile like different Harry Potter characters, her background with Harry Potter, like so like for that I feel like that's a bit extreme.
I don't know, because I don't think I would ever be like, I would never be a fan like that. I couldn't see myself being like, because I'm not like like I'm kind of nerdy, but like, and it's not that I'm not ashamed of it in any type of way, but I'm not one of those people that like want to go all fanning out and like you're not gonna catch me like I'm not pulling up to my job like in the whole the school uniform that they wear. Like I'm not doing nothing like that. I might, like, if I knew I was going to like an event or something and it was specifically designed to be like a theme night for like a couple of hours, like I'll pull on something, you know what I'm saying? Like I will say this. So I watched the whole series with somebody, and they got me to do like, there's like a quiz that you can take online or whatever, so you can see like what house you end up in. And I'm forgetting, I'm blanking on mine. something Puff. I'm on team Puff. And so that's the other thing is I like gave all the shit my own fucking like nicknames and shit like that. Like, because it was the only way I could really keep up with it. So like, hey, yo, I think my man Jared is in the chat, I think. But I was having to give it all kinds of different types of names and shit like that because I didn't really know what was going on. But Harry Potter is lit. The first movie was probably my favorite. The last one was crazy. Until I actually saw my man Ron kiss Hermione, I still thought Harry was about to be smashing that. And I literally was saying it the whole last little bit until they actually locked lips. And even then, I still think I've seen how quick she like goes to hold his hand and shit like that. I think she like Harry. Hold on, we got Sherry calling in. Sherry, what's cracking? Hey, y'all, welcome to the Memechel Jackson Show. We got the CEO of Track Talk Radio. Sherry, say what's up.
What up?
Oh, okay. Yo, Jared, good looking out. So, Steph, I'm Team Hufflepuff. All right. Team Puff. All right. That's where I ended up. Yeah. So it's lit over there. But you know what? The only real nice character that they seem to have ended up dying in one of the movies. And I didn't realize that it was Buddy that's on Twilight. I didn't know he was in those movies. So I literally spent the last like 16 years of my life rejecting this shit only to find out that it's crazy. It's lit. Sherry, we're talking about how I binged the whole Harry Potter series this weekend.
Yes, I've been seeing that you've been posting about Harry Potter. You're hella late, but it's okay.
I'm hella late.
Sherry, I've never seen any of them.
Sherry, Steph, you gotta watch them. Sherry, have you seen all these?
I've seen them all.
Give me that. Oh, I am playing Halo, by the way. Yo, again, shout out to my man Jared who's in the chat. Yo, Jared, I was talking about that today. Buddy is the Robert Pattinson was in the movie, and he's our new Batman. I'm rejecting him about the same way that I reject Trump. He's not my Batman. He's y'all's Batman. I'm not having that.
Right now, honest to God, I've been watching Ozark.
Ozark is lit. Don't they got a new season coming out?
Yeah, man. Ozark is where it's at.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably about to restart Harry Potter tonight. I gotta watch it again to figure out what's going on because I didn't understand.
We're gonna have to put you on to something new.
I didn't understand how Buddy. I don't know. There's so much confusion. Steph, you gotta start watching that shit. You gotta put the 22 hours in and get on that.
Your friend said, but y'all gotta watch that Tiger King. So I just started Tiger
King. Okay, Jared, good looking out. I'm filthy. Okay, what y'all think about Tiger King? Steph, you finally watched it. What do you think? Bitch.
I haven't finished yet, but I'm so confused about where all these people come from.
Oklahoma and Florida.
How they found each other. And like why this is okay. And were they really getting like old meat from Walmart? And
yes.
I saw packages of
yes, they were getting old ass meat from Walmart and feeding it to their staff. You know why? Because listen, let me tell you something. Let me educate you about white folks. They do not care when it come to making that money. They will sacrifice everything. They'll spread everything thin. Boy, he had his people eating out of the damn trash can so he could get them tigers. That's the only way you end up with 300 tigers. You see, that nigga ain't have no money. You saw the jeans he had on? His jeans, his whole outfit, he had no damn money.
Yeah. I was like, how did they, like, was it a group of, like, crackheads that just got together and was like, hey, we're going to do
Bro, who knows? Did you see Buddy's new teeth, though? Now that he got the sponsorship and he got fresh teeth, yo, I ain't gonna front my man. His shit looked fresh though. He was looking real brand new. You know how sometimes they be fucking him up and like making you look like Mr. Ed and shit. He didn't have that. He actually got some good teeth. So I need to figure out where he got them from because I'm in the market for some new chompers too.
That was that Netflix money.
Netflix money. I'm telling you, we need to get this shit on Netflix so I can get that bag and get me some new chicklets, boy.
I'm on it. I'm trying, you guys. You got a whole.
Yo, okay, hold on. And so after I play this game, I'm gonna read the ad because Steph, we got a new. Hold on, Sherry, is it paid? Is it if I say paid? That's paid sponsor? Because there is a big difference, right?
There is a big difference. These guys right now we're kind of on like a probationary period where they offer all our listeners to have a discount. And then
Hell
you
yeah.
guys all participate, you love their company, and you guys all really love them, then we're going to move on to a paid, actual paid sponsorship. Right now, I would call them an affiliate. Which
that's even better. Yeah, building partnership.
They still want to work with us, and they're still willing to give everybody a huge discount.
And you know what?
Products, man, we're working with TriCoke.com and My Bird Body.
Hell yeah. So look, for me, I said discount is basically the same as getting paid. We have some dope ass sponsors, and when we turn the station on in about 30 seconds, we're gonna get to reading these ads again. Shout out to my man Jared. Jared's back in the Seattle area after being in, I think he was in North Carolina doing some job thing that he does. My man's like on his way. I don't know what Jared was doing. Jared, what was you doing, bro? Type it in the chat. Let's see. We got 22 seconds. Sherry, welcome to the show. Listen, there is no agenda for today. Sunday is the day where we just kick back and just have conversation. I mean, that's what we do on every show. But today, it's just you might tell a story. I'm going to tell a couple stories. Everybody telling some stories. All right, let me intro the show. Hold on. A couple more seconds. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. You are now live on Track Talk Radio. This is the Memechel Jackson Show. Dun-dun-dun. How was that intro? Was that shit lit?
Love it.
Damn, okay. I always should have recorded that. Because I'm not going to remember that shit, but that shit was fire. Okay, thank you for tuning in. We are live. Hey, man, it's every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're not watching this show, especially while you're on quarantine, you're probably watching maybe some better shows like on Netflix. And one of those shows is probably Tiger King. We're obviously going to get into that. And then I'm going to have to talk to y'all about how I feel about Harry Potter. And I know that I'm like 17 years late to the game and I don't care. I don't feel bad about that. But I have to express to y'all some of the feelings that I have about the Harry Potter series and the things that I learned throughout the course of this weekend while I binge watched that show. There is also someone who works on this show who has not seen Harry Potter, so I don't feel that bad for waiting until now to watch it. Steph, I feel bad for you because you know it's crazy. It's crazy to actually be saying this right now, and I want to say that I spent years rejecting this and kind of saying that it looked like it was trash. But Steph, you missed out on real greatness. Harry Potter is great, and now I see why people make such a big deal about it. I was very impressed.
I'm definitely going to do that.
Honestly, you need to check it out. If you have an opportunity to check it out, you should, because it's a good series of movies. Kind of sad. You might end up getting attached to some of the characters, and then they're gonna end up dying, obviously. But hey, you know that shit gotta happen. You start playing with too much fire, and then get your ass burnt up. And there's a couple of these people that actually get burned up by fire, I think. But you'll see that in one of the films. I don't even know which one it was. I just remember seeing somebody get toasted by some fire. That shit was kind of crazy. It was a kid too at school. That's how crazy this shit is. They got niggas getting caught on fire at school and shit.
Yeah, the movie is made by a world-renowned author, J.K. Rowling. He wrote a lot of books. He does a lot of fantasy.
It's a she. It's not a he.
Are really great.
Did you know that, Sherry? It's a she.
I think it's a female, right?
Yeah, it's a female. I thought it was a dude too for mad long, and it's not. It's some. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. She looked like she kind of on the older side, but she's kind of tough. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it that this one lady created all of this, whatever this is, this entire world, universe, whatever you want to call it, bro. You have to kind of be a little bit insane to have an imagination this deep. Some of these characters, the way they look, like everything about it is crazy. It's probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
You know when it first came out, I kept getting it confused.
Get this money,
Maybe
boy.
it was a different time frame, I don't know, but I kept getting confused with that other movie, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is lit too. See, I actually did like that. And I invested the time to sit there and have my knees hurting like a motherfucker to watch all those movies. But I will say, I think Harry Potter's better than Lord of the Rings. And I know some people are going to be upset about that, but I'm telling you, I am ready to restart the series tonight. And I will never in my life want to invest the time to watch Lord of the Rings again. Seen it once, it's cool, I'm done.
Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings is definitely different.
You think Lord of the Rings is better than Harry Potter?
I didn't say it was better, I said they're definitely different.
Oh yeah, they're way different. Oh yeah. They're definitely different. So they're in their own categories, but like I won't put the time in to watch Lord of the Rings ever again. It's not a thing that I want to do. But anytime y'all want to have a Harry Potter marathon, let me know. I'll pull up.
We about to have a IGTV whole thing going on tonight for Harry Potter.
IGTV, yo, how do I don't understand. Like how do
live party tonight with Harry Potter?
Somebody told me we should put this show on IGTV, and I'm like, I don't really know how a lot of that works. You think we will get hot if it was on IGTV?
Yeah, man, I think that's the next step. Yeah, they sent me this is a link of a podcast that somebody, I forget who was on it, and it was kind of like the Zoom conference calls where everybody shows up on the screen, like
yeah.
It's just like doing something live. Everybody pulls up. Everybody. I used to do. I actually back in the day before I had anybody else on the station, I used to do interviews every Saturday at 4 p.m. and I would go live on Facebook. No joke. I would have like 8,000 people.
Hey, let's get it cracking then. I mean, we don't have a fucking thing else to do.
But
we're on freaking lockdown for the next 17 years. I'm about to run back through Harry Potter. We'll get the IGTV popping. The whole shit's lit.
No, we're not gonna wait that long. We gonna have a group conference. We'll talk about some things that we can do. YouTube is lit though too, because YouTube, once you get to a certain point. By the way, I've been promoting that you're gonna give away a $300 gift card as soon as we get to 1,100 subscribers on the Memechel Jackson YouTube channel. We definitely need to get that lit.
Yeah, I mean, niggas need a subscriber. I'm gonna keep that money in my pocket for the next 60 years.
It ain't gonna take that long. I'm telling you, we gonna get it. Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys are confident. I am too.
I think positive vibes.
Fam, I've been thinking positive. Listen, I took some hard L's today with all the people that I lost on Harry Potter. So I'm a little bit sad, okay?
Okay.
I'm a little sad, okay?
It's okay. Well, we're talking about episodes. If we're talking about episodes that people should watch, I would highly suggest people go watch something I've been watching on Netflix called Murder Mountain. I don't know if you guys have heard about it.
What is it called?
Murder Mountain.
No. What is it?
So Murder Mountain is basically...
That sounds familiar.
It's a crime documentary in Humboldt County.
Oh, yeah. They had people dying out there left and right when they were dealing like drugs and shit like that. And they kind of live by their own rules and just like bury people.
Well, what it is was a bunch
of
people that in the country farming marijuana when it was illegal and all these different things. But Humboldt County is so big, like it's known as Murder Mountain because a lot of people would go out there and like
it's murder.
They could become trimmers. And then if you were from like out of the country, they would call them like migrant trimmers or some shit. They have words for it, but the whole series is really dope. And I suggest that people watch some shit like that.
Yeah, that show's lit. Yeah. So what do you think about it, Sherry? You like it so far? Tell the people what you think.
I do love it. A friend of mine told me, I literally randomly hit up a friend of mine the other day and was like, what's up? How you doing through the whole, pandemic? Are you doing okay? Whatever. And he was like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm chilling watching this show called Murder Mountain. And I was like, what the fuck is Murder Mountain? Right? And he was like,
basically my friend doesn't really like to elaborate on stuff. He's like, Netflix show. Check it out. So like
that's why I don't watch shit, because people do that.
Yeah, he's like, basically, I'm not gonna explain it to you. Like, it's easy. Look it up. I'm like, cool. So I go look it up, and like immediately off top, I'm like, this is interesting. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm watching it. I haven't gotten through all of it. I can't even tell you how many episodes there are, but it's like a a series. But they basically talk about like Humboldt County. Back in the day, everybody was doing like illegal, selling weed, doing all that. It's like a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if our listeners know, if they're pot smokers or anything that has to do with weed, they know Humboldt County. So it's a really good, I would say, documentary. It's a series, but it's really good to watch. Very interesting. A whole bunch of shit that happened there that I didn't know about. And I'm on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, that shit. It sounds like it's really good.
Aside from like all the crazy stuff that people watch, I've been encouraging people to watch like documentaries, be positive, try to exercise every day. I'm over here like, wow, fucking out the house so bad. Me and Steph were laughing earlier because I was like, girl, I have been so lazy about trying to like exercise and do stuff.
Yeah, I haven't been exercising at all. I ain't gonna lie.
COVID 19 pounds already, and it's been a month.
I just want to do yoga and want to take a nap.
I'm not a fan of the
I
exercise.
did 20 push-ups this morning. I feel accomplished.
Yeah, I feel it. This whole situation with the lockdown, now that that's being extended, or has been extended, we're gonna be here doing this for a little bit longer. So it's like I've been just trying to stay on this push-ups and try not to eat all the food that I purchase at one moment. But other than that, man, we're just existing at this point. But I like that you're giving people those recommendations, sharing, and telling people to get out there. Exercise is key. I did go on a walk the other day. It was nice to get outside and walk around a little bit. So I'm adding that to the daily routine. No reason why I can't just walk around the city, and just cause some problems, At least we're getting outside, interacting with the people, Steph, what are you doing to keep your mental health in order?
The boys and I go on a walk as long as, the weather's okay. We go and walk around the neighborhood, and then my neighborhood is doing something for the kids where they have like a theme. So like right now they're doing, they just got done where they were like putting like teddy bears in windows.
Oh, that's dope.
So you go to like try to look for the teddy bear in the window. And then this weekend they're doing one Easter where people are going to decorate eggs or put little like pictures in their windows.
Yeah.
They're doing.
Oh shit! Because it's Easter, isn't it? Isn't that coming up? When is Easter?
Yeah. I think it's next weekend.
Next weekend? Okay, yeah. All that shit canceled.
I think that's super dope. I'm always
yeah. That's real dope because there's you know how kids like to do the stuff with the eggs and all that, and it's good to be able to bring people together. These circumstances are shitty, but like we can still find ways to make it good, especially for the kids. So shout out to the people that are organizing those events and such. And if anybody's listening and maybe you're looking to get in touch with people about these said events, Steph, is there a way you can connect people so they can find information on it? We got like a website, email address, dates and times. What's the deal?
Well, it's just my neighborhood. But,
okay, we are pulling up.
But if they wanted to like take a drive and walk around, they could reach out to me on my at the email or my Instagram, Steph Lynn.
What's your IG?
I'd be happy to give them information like how to get to the neighborhood. Not my address specifically, but
yeah, we coming to rob your neighborhood.
Yeah, girl. I would suggest
a lot of neighborhoods to do stuff like that. I mean, start your own. Yeah,
shoot, I'm about to be on
start
these
your own
games,
community,
boy.
like happiness. Like
yeah. That's a great idea. They should.
A lot of people are feeling stress, anxiety. They're overwhelmed. They're not used to handling all these things at one time: job, home, food, and then just being confined. You know, it's really hard for people, and it's hard for adults. But imagine being 5. Like, me and my dad together. We have a beautiful house. We have plenty of space in the house where we can get away from each other. But we have a 5-year-old who lives here, who I promise you, and I know this is going to sound bad, whatever, but it's not. Over the last month, so he comes up and runs up to me and like jumps on me and gives me a hug, and I hug him, and I'm like, I tell my sister, I'm like, damn, Trey's like chunky, like he's getting kind of chunky, right? He's 5, and she's like, yeah, bitch, he hasn't been at school, he hasn't been outside, he hasn't been to the park.
Yeah, bitch. I'm dead. I am dead.
And he's 5 years old. I tell him, I'm like, no,
you gotta get active.
Outside. Like, we need to go outside. And
yeah, you gotta get active. You can't just be sitting inside all day.
And so I'm like, so for any community that's gonna do something over the weekend or for the holidays or whatever, even if it's still just them being in their house and people can visually see it, that's great. It's still community working together. People being able to get out and get some fresh air, take a little walk, even if it's only around that cul-de-sac or the block or whatever the case may be. I strongly encourage that. You know, nice. I done felt myself put on a couple of little pounds. My nephew, I almost broke my back trying to pick him up because he's like eating, you know, Lunchables and Tostitos and all kinds of shit all damn day long, okay?
All right, we got to stop shaming him. He's 5 now.
Through this pandemic, even though we can't do shit, we can still take care of ourselves through this.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's people's choice if they want to be active or not. Like, it wasn't nothing for me to just go outside the other day and dribble the basketball, walk around and, you know, at least get my heart rate up, do some push-ups and all that type of shit. All that's easy, you know what I'm saying? But like, you got to just make those choices. So hopefully everybody chooses to be somewhat active. If not, we're going to see a lot of big folks showing up to the job when that shit reopen. To wherever you work out, everybody going to be big as a motherfucker because we all just been sitting at home watching Tiger King and shit.
People are either going to be really good chefs at the end of this or super alcoholics.
We all going to be about the size of them damn tigers after this shit is over. Shit. And everybody going to be mad as shit trying to bite everything, always being hungry and shit.
Being confined is very hard for a lot of people. So to everybody out there that's struggling and going crazy and having like mental health issues to this, and it happens, go outside, take a walk, take care of yourself, be positive, and definitely tap into some of our shows on the station because we like to laugh and give people a lot of positive energy. So that's what I'm saying.
You know what, man? Yeah. I feel like I spent all day making people laugh.
If you're having anxiety, get some CBD. Or if you need some workout clothes, we got you.
Yeah, man.
I think fried toast over the weekend, and I'm like, it's my new favorite. I'm gonna order some more.
You know, I sent a message to Kim the other day, and I told her that I thought they were doing a great job. We've been promoting their products on the show, and I let them know, Steph, that you had purchased the bundle. And that you were satisfied with it. So, hey, man, well, they're showing us love. We want to make sure we show them love because they show Sherry love. Like this, you know, this is people helping people, man, and everybody working together. So keep spreading the word, Steph. I mean, I know you sent us a picture in the group chat the other day saying that you used the CBD stuff and that you really liked it. So tell us about your experience. And was it as scary as I described it to be?
Definitely not. No, and I've been
told
posting.
You.
I know they've shared a couple of my stories that I've been posting and stuff, but
yeah.
No. So I tried it Friday, and I'm telling you, it was the best sleep I ever had in my life. Like, I just woke up like feeling like all this stress was just relieved off my shoulders. So, yeah, and it wasn't scary at all.
That's what's up. I was just messing with you. I told you it wasn't going to be.
What'd you say?
I told you it wasn't going to be that scary. You was just in there front.
You said I needed supervision.
You know what? Because I honestly, I figured you would need it, though. I figured you might need the
it was just
supervision.
fine. Yeah, it was great.
Man, I need to wear my glasses. Yo, shout out to my man Just Jeff and our other man baby Jonathan. Yo, Jeff is a Twitch streamer, gamer extraordinaire, and my man can get on the guitar and sing songs. He does the whole thing. We still need to have Jeff on the show. And then my man Big John, he has a podcast where he talks hella sports, and it's Lakers. So I'm a big fan of that because y'all know I'm a big Laker fan. Sherry cut out. Now she's back. So me being a huge Laker fan, I really do appreciate Big John's podcast because fuck, man, I want to hear people actually talk about the Lakers, and I don't want to hear it be Stephen A. Smith. I'm tired of him. And all those people that be on ESPN, I'm tired of that. So big shout out to people that's, real fans of the team, actually giving it to you real. And then, like I said, my man Jeff is actually one of my real homies. I see him. Well, I haven't seen Jeff in a couple weeks at this point, but I usually see Jeff on a daily. Jeff is stupid funny. I bet you this nigga's got on his Timbs right now. Jeff, if you got your Timbs on, put it in the chat. I was just playing, man. Yo, but shout out to my man straight from New York. We are live on Track Talk Radio as well as YouTube. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe. Visit tribetoes.com if you're looking for some CBD and some wellness products. Sherry, who is the other sponsor? Say it to me real quick because this is all new to me, so I'm getting the hang of this. Who do we got?
It's myblissbody.com. They sell a lot of, it's basically fitness stuff.
Okay, so fitness stuff. Myblissbody.com.
Right now, you either need fitness clothes or you need CBD. I don't know which one you need.
Fitness clothes and CBD.
And go on and check out what we got going on. Both people you can get a discount with. TribeTalk.com. If you use Trek Talk Radio, you can get 20% off at your purchase. At checkout. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of everything. And then with My Bliss Body, if you use Miss Tax Talk 15, you can get 15% off your purchase as well.
Yo,
so we want to make you guys
getting all kind of discounts.
Quality stuff that you can purchase throughout this time and definitely get a discount because we know how hard the price are right now.
Hell yeah. Listen, man. Fitness stuff, workout gear, CBD products, stuff to make your skin feel soft. You might as well use these promo codes and get these discounts. 20% here, 15% here. Either way, you're getting a discount. We're trying to help you out. Shit is crazy. All right, Steph, you asked me the other day why I haven't been telling my stories online because our last few shows with you and Priscilla have been crazy lit, and the people love it. I also want to make something clear for the people. When I'm in here, half the time I'll be watching TV, playing games, making funny faces. I have zero problem with these nasty ass stories. This shit is funny to me. Plus, y'all gotta remember, I know Steph in real life, so most of this shit I've already heard. I knew some of this nasty stuff before she got on the show. So I welcome the nasty stories. There are zero issues with that. So Steph, again, you had said that I haven't been telling some of my stories. So tonight, at some point, y'all will hear some weird, nasty stories from me. Well, I don't think they're that nasty. They might be a little bit strange, or people might be surprised because it's me, and I don't really be doing a whole lot, and I don't be wilding out, but at least y'all gonna get to, hear some more personal stuff about moi. Sherry, you got some nasty stories you want to tell? I know you were laughing and cutting up at them on Thursday, so what you got? What you got, Big Nasty? Let's hear it.
I got a whole lifetime of nasty stories to tell. So.
A whole lifetime worth, but we only got a couple of hours, but let's hear a couple of them.
Listen, I didn't experience a lot of shit throughout my life. Mind you, my sister is my best friend. And if anybody knows anything about my sister, she's a nasty motherfucker. So, yeah.
Damn, way to disrespect your sister.
It ain't no joke. I mean,
shout out to Lori though. Nah, Lori's stupid funny though.
My sister, no, she ain't playing.
Shout out to Lori. Is Lori available? We need to put her on the call. What's Lori doing?
Lori, she might be available in the talking form, but I don't know how well she's doing. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it real. It's the weekend. It's Sunday fun day. We done had a couple of guests over tonight, had some drinks and dinner. So yeah, my sister's available if y'all really about it.
Listen, my stuff is more just like wild shit that's happened to me. It's not necessarily like freak mode shit. You know, like I said, my mom still watches
we don't have any sponsors if I bring my sister on.
Yeah, like listen, if you have some wild stuff, go ahead. This is the place for it. You know, our people are looking to hear some of the wild, crazy ass stories because I know some of the people that listen to my show. They wish that they could get on and talk about this and not feel bad. I've been trying to tell some of y'all just gotta stop being so prudish. I don't even know if that's a word, but just be yourself. It's okay if you're a freak, nasty freak.
My sister on might be a whole other episode.
Yeah. You know what? We could get Lori on one day soon. If she want to come on the show, we can maybe pull up or something like that. Once the virus stuff stops happening.
Well, Nick, go ahead and give us your story.
Oh snap! We got the call dropping and shit. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Yeah. What's up? Hold up. We just lost the call. Let me call this person. We gotta get a better system for this shit. Yo, I'm in here wilding. Trying to play Halo and trying to do this. Boy, what you thought was finna happen? BR on point. Shout out to y'all if y'all are on the YouTube. I don't know what's happening with Sherry, but anyway, Steph. What? Yo, I don't know what happened. The call got dropped or something. But anyway, yeah, we can have Lori on coming up soon. We'll get Sherry to set that up. So listen, I need about 10 minutes to think of one of my stories because I wasn't sure if I was actually going to agree to do it until the show started. And then I just figured I would give y'all something, but I gotta spend some time thinking about a story that I haven't told on the air. You know what? I had some crazy stories from the high school days that people might not believe. But we'll wait till we get Sherry back on before I get into that.
So James called me and I tried to connect it and it wouldn't connect. So I asked him to call you.
So you're the one who disrupted the whole call. I'm wondering why that shit hung up. Damn, mess up the whole thing.
Well, when I could hear you and then you guys dropped off and then I tried to add you again and then I lost James. So I just texted him to call you.
Yo, we're about to add Jeff on as the audio engineer for the show because Jeff has all kinds of good ideas. So, Jeff, we're going to reach out to you, man. I know you keep telling me about this shit, but I keep forgetting about it. So we need to set up like a call or something this week because Jeff's going to put us on
we need
to like this thing called Discord. And then we can all just like get on the computer and then be like in a video chat and all this other stuff. I think it makes it a lot easier. I think that's what he's been telling me. I don't know. Read the chat. I could be wrong. But yeah, no, that's all good, man. We'll get James in here at some point. He hadn't called me yet, but we'll see. Yeah, Jeff, I'm gonna connect you with Stephanie, and what we'll do is we'll all set up a call for like tomorrow or something like that. That way we can try to get this shit ready for Tuesday. Cause I'm about tired of this phone shit. This shit's getting on my damn nerves. But at the same time, now that we're on quarantine, we can't have everybody in the room. So this is kind of what we've just been doing. We need to change this shit up though. So we're going to do that this week. I don't know what's taking Sherry so long to call back. Maybe her phone died. I don't know. She is in Tacoma. Maybe they don't get service out there. I don't know. Steph, what's service like in Tacoma? Is it janky?
Look, I don't know.
Shout out to Jeff. Yo, it probably is, honestly. But anyway, so listen, when I was I might have told some of this on the show before. I feel like I did. So probably some of the crazy stuff that's happened to me because crazy shit doesn't happen to me often. But the one time where I felt like I was like kind of cool in high school and like actually had some girls talk to me. There was a girl who, okay, shout out to my man Jared and my man Jeff linking up, both using the same Discord thing. My bum ass ain't been using it yet. We're going to get on that this week and make our show better. But anyway, so this one time in high school, there was like a couple times after school where, you know, maybe I got lucky and maybe it was at the school. Hold on, James is calling. All right, James, what's up? Anyway, so it was like after detention or some shit like that. It was this girl, like, I'm not gonna say her name because I know there are people who watch this from back home who actually they will know this person and then they might say something to her, and I don't want her to know that I'm airing out our business from high school all on this show. Like I said, this is hella old, but I had detention one day, which should not be a surprise to anybody. And so I'm at the school, and they had this like a corridor area that led out to these back buildings, and it was like in our gym area. And in this it's a long hallway. So you start walking down, it kind of curves and then goes down another direction. But me and her were at one end of the hallway. And then at the other end, they had the whole cheerleading team practicing. And then I'll just say she was just showing me how smart she was after school that day. And it's, you know, and we got lucky, you know, didn't get busted, didn't get in trouble. But that also was not the first time that happened. You know, it's high school days, man. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I just was in there wilding. But yeah, that's all the details I'm giving because that already was too fucking crazy. I'm not gonna say much more than that stuff, but that's about as crazy as it gets for me. There you go.
Thank you for sharing.
That's the best I can do for you.
I think there was something, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we can all have like a private conversation, and if the story comes up, I can give more details because it's a little bit more wild than that. But it's hard to describe it without telling you who this person is, and then kind of giving some background details on her. And I don't want to do that on the show. Although I think people would think this shit is hilarious, I don't want it to come off as if I'm degrading her in any way, because there's nothing wrong with her. She's a cool person. But she had a funny nickname in high school. But I don't know if she knows that it was her nickname. Because some of my friends told me that is what they called her. I've never heard anybody else call her that, so maybe it was just them. So like I said, I wouldn't want to call her that name and then, you know, have her feeling some type of way. We ain't trying to get sued or some shit like that before we get on. Anyway, James, what's up, man? What you been doing, bro?
I have been gaming.
You been gaming?
I headed to the store to get me a bottle.
Bro, so Jeff, we tried Twitch, bro. I can't figure out how to operate it, and I've just been too lazy to go back to it. So James, you are out and about, even though it's well past curfew, my brother.
When's curfew?
When the street lights come on, bro.
Well, in my hood, ain't no motherfucking street lights on right now.
I'm dead. Anyway, James is out roaming the streets, being reckless, so business as usual. James, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I haven't been cruising the last couple days, but I am nobody who should be giving somebody a hard time for being outside, because I was outside every damn day last week. And then because I just randomly ended up on spring break this week, I'm going to be outside every day this week too. And I see that there are people who are like kind of getting upset with a lot of people and screaming at them because they've been going outside. And like I said, I've seen videos where people are literally stepping in front of other people's cars and giving them, don't do that to me. If you see me out, leave me the fuck alone. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Mind your business. I'm gonna mind mine. Wash your hands. Don't cough in my direction. Be respectful. But I don't want nobody saying shit to me for being outside.
My fucking car, car to stop me, then why the hell are you outside?
That's what I'm saying, bro. But I know there's people out here that are trying to play hero like that. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. I have no reason to be out unless it is for groceries and or other things that you purchase at the essential stores. I'm not just roaming around like looking for shit to do. Like I've seen hella people that are just roaming around at the stores. I actually have been going to Target and places like that and buying shit. But like I said, I don't want to be hassled for being outside. But I know that there are people who are doing that. So to all my friends, y'all be careful, man. Because some of these people are really trying to play hero. And they feel like if they see you and you're outside, that you're going to be the reason why we don't ever flatten the curve. And I'm sorry, I don't believe. As I'm saying, yeah, like they can be out, but we can't. Yeah, and as long as they're only outside to tell us to stay inside, it's like that shit's acceptable. Like I'm saying, do not run up on me telling me to go back in the house. You might end up getting socked.
Please run up on me.
My Facebook page keeps posting links to like report violators because they're complaining about neighbors like having people over at their house, or the neighbors are trying to do like a happy hour, with other neighbors where they put their like lawn chairs on the sidewalk and like they were drinking beer or having wine. And like this lady put this post on there talking about how inconsiderate it is and that you should be a better example for our youth and public.
Wow.
I was like, are you guys that negative? And
bro,
that, like you have to be negative.
Listen, I want to say something real quick.
Guys, where I was listening to music and this lady posted that she was going to come hunt whoever was playing her music, and I was like,
bitch, pull up. That's what I would have told her.
I did. No, that's what I did. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was me, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't that loud.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Now I'm just gonna
pull up.
All the Mac Dre, all that.
You need to just play Too Short as loud as you possibly can. Get the most some Devin the Dude. Put all like the nasty stuff on. Leave these people upset. So you know what I don't like? I'm gonna say this. I don't like when adults try to hit other adults with the what type of example are you setting for the kids and da 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 da. I don't want to hear that shit. You don't want to know why? Because you are an adult as well, and you know damn well you probably don't always be leading the best by example and all that type of shit. And one of the funniest experiences I ever heard of this is, do y'all remember when my brother pretended to shit on that football in that game? Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So when he did that shit, I remember we were sitting in the kitchen and we were reading like posts that were on Twitter and stuff like that. And I remember one dude tweeting at him saying, you said I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along the lines of, you're a horrible role model. And like, what am I supposed to tell my son? And my thing was this, because when you watch, in this situation specifically, when you watch the game, they only showed it for like 5 seconds. And most people didn't even see it. So the only way that guy's son would have seen it is if that nigga showed it to him. So my thing is why are you going to approach another adult and try to put it on him that he or she is a terrible role model and a bad example to your children when you are in control of the content that they see? How your kids feel about my shit is not my problem, because they shouldn't be watching this shit. It's 18 and up. So the only way they see it is if you show it to them. So then at that point, that shit is your fucking problem. So don't try to hit me with if you're outside, you're not being a good role model. Nigga, why are you outside? If your kids see me outside, that's not my problem. That people are going to be outside. You take your ass outside or go back in the house. It don't matter. Don't put that on me. I don't care how you and your kids feel about me minding my own fucking business and going to the grocery store. Obviously, you can tell that cabin fever has changed me. And now, actually, no. It's just highlighted some of my perfect features. And one of those is the endless amount of patience that's non-existent within my freaking body. And I have zero patience for stupid ass people who try to do that shit. Oh, you're setting a bad example for the kids. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, you remember you were talking about you're gonna hunt people down. It's like,
bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I know where the music was coming from.
Yeah.
You did not knock on my door.
And my thing is this: if she's gonna tell you that, and even if she's not saying it directly to you, if she's gonna say, "Oh, if I find out who it is, I'm gonna hunt them down," what kind of example are you setting for the kids?
Right.
You're upset about the music, and so you're implying that you're going to hunt someone down. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna physically harm them? No, you stupid motherfucker. You're gonna knock on the door, and you're gonna see the person who's behind the door, and then you're gonna ask politely for them to turn the music down, and they're gonna ignore your request, and you're gonna go home and still be mad and be miserable. That's what it is. You wasn't gonna do nothing. Shit. And we got people out here in Seattle that's acting like that. Yeah. Now that I'm on spring break, I'm gonna have the music playing loud as shit. Somebody come to the door complaining.
All I know is
do it at your own risk.
And we're grilling and doing all that.
Yeah. I'm telling people like this, I'm probably gonna be butt naked in the robe all week. So knock on my door at your own risk. All right. At your own risk. And don't bring your kids to my house neither. Because you know how people probably out here doing that. They bring the kids to also do the complaining. So then you really feel bad. Because then little Johnny and little Jessica are right there in front of your face. And I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to look at you and I'm going to look at them. I'm going to say, little young fella, little young lady, cover your ears. And I'm going to look the parents dead in their face and be like, get the fuck off my porch. I'm going to kick your ass for coming over here. I'm just on one, man. I'm tired of people out here complaining. We can't live life like regular. Even though I will say I have been living my regular life because I'm an introvert. I kind of don't do a whole lot. So I've been able to run my errands and, watch my shows and eat my food like normal. So it's been pretty cool. But I would say other than that, this shit is low-key a little bit boring. I ain't been to Tower Lanes in forever, which I'm struggling with that. These are the things that are hard about my life. Not being able to go to Tower Lanes. I haven't been able to go to GameStop to get this damn adapter. Oh, shit. Yo, Jay, you got an extra adapter for a headset for an Xbox controller, my guy? Because you live down the damn street, man. So just stay 6 feet back and toss it to me. I'll meet you at the corner. Come on, bro. I know you got the adapter for me. Because I need this for the headset so I can get on this this Warzone, because me and Jeff's trying to get on there. Hook me up, Jay. Steph, what is the first thing or first place you're going to eat once lockdown is over? If James left, I don't know, man. Did he?
He called you.
Well, he was on the line. I don't know what happened to him. I'm in here playing the game. We're doing the show. I don't have time to be going back and forth. But if he called, I'm going to answer. But anyway, Steph, where's the first place you're going to go when lockdown's over?
I don't even know. Probably the nail shop.
I thought your person just comes to your crib.
She stopped. She started going to she has like a chair at a hair salon. So it's not like a nail shop.
Oh, got you.
So, but my hair lady still comes over.
Okay, that's lit. I ain't gonna lie to you. First place I'm probably going to go to Applebee's by myself and just do the 2 for $20 just because.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go tanning.
Tanning? Fam, why don't you just go outside? Oh, we got James calling back. Yo, shout out to James. James, what are you gonna do as soon as lockdown is over?
What am I? You say, what am I going to do when the lockdown's over?
Yeah.
Where's the first place you're going to go?
Yeah, where's the first place you're going to go?
Shit. I might have to streak through the corridors.
My nigga, what?
I'm going to hit, I'm taking vacation, bro. I'm getting the fuck out.
No, because you got to make sure it's good wherever you're going. That's what everybody keeps saying. They're like, oh, I'm going to go to Disneyland. Or I'm going to go here. But this time it's cool in Washington, don't mean it's cool in Cali.
I don't got the control,
I would assume Only thing is, I would assume it would be better everywhere else if it's cool in Washington because we're one of the top places that.
No, don't assume.
You can't assume anything at this point.
Look, I need to know where you're trying to go before you go so I can research and make sure you're good. We need all of the states.
Shit, I don't even know. Most likely it'll be to LA.
So you're gonna go to LA as soon as lockdown's over?
In California, really celebrate a birthday.
That's right, because your birthday was on the 30th of last month, right?
Yeah. So I'll do it like, it'll be like a rebirth. It'll be my first birthday.
You know what, man? My birthday's not till August, but I think I might celebrate it this week while I'm on vacation. I just decided my birthday is no longer in August. It's going to be this month. So I now have an April birthday. It's April 6th, actually. So that's tomorrow, I think. Just said, fuck it, man. I just changed my birthday, bro. Niggas just pop up and just one day they're rappers and they're actors. I figure, why can't I just have a different birthday? You can be anything you want to be in the United States of America, right? I want to be a nigga that has a birthday on April 6th. So here I am.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Rebirth.
It's the rebirth.
Because apparently in the United States, you can be a born again person.
Yeah, I've seen like there's some people that seriously try to do that where they like make a huge deal about it and then they try.
No, girl, I remember you used to get your shit beat in for years.
A born again person is what, like after a year or something?
I don't know. I don't know what thankfully is. I just remember hearing about that dumb shit back in like high school.
I don't even think that's real. It just means you haven't been tampered with anything.
Well, of course. They're like, well,
And if it's not tight, there's something wrong with you.
I found abstinence. I'm abstinent now, so I'm a born again virgin.
So how long do you got to be at a commission to qualify as born again virgin?
I thought it was a year.
A year, so you got to just be sex free for a year, and then you can just come back and say you don't got to have like no paperwork or nothing. They don't got like a lease term or a lease agreement or some shit.
They want a certificate. I'll make one for $20.
Hey,
aren't you a notary? Like if I just say, look, I'm done with this for a year, I can get it like notarized, and then when I pop up, I can just have like an official stamp document.
I'll notarize it for you.
Okay.
Boom, born again virgin, just like that.
That seems strange to me. I figure it like this: once you've allowed,
when that pops, right?
Listen, once you've allowed somebody to enter, or you are entering the temple.
Oh.
Well, once the temple gates have been crossed, like you don't get to go back to being a virgin. That seems weird.
Well, they're saying in the chat, they said, I thought a reborn again virgin is when you have sex, but then you don't have sex again until you're married. So basically, like, if you, had sex and I decided, okay, I'm going to be celibate now until I'm married, that would be a full.
Wouldn't that like go into like the category was like a born again Christian too?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I think you can choose to not have sex until marriage and not. I don't know.
That is wild.
All I know is I'm gonna know what you're working with before I marry you. So
Steph, will you call Sherry and try to get Sherry back into the call? I'm also, and I agree with what you said. I know we kind of laugh at that, but I think there is something that maybe you should test the car out before you take it off the lot, right?
Yeah. There's
both ways.
There's hella stories out there that people waited until they were married and boom, it's fucked. Like,
could you imagine?
There was a lady, bro. There was a lady that like she had this disease where it was not a disease. Well, I guess whatever. But every time she would have sex, it was like excruciating for her. And they just found that out after she got married.
See, but things like that are, I don't know. I think that sounds like a medical issue. There ain't really nothing you can do about that. My thing would be though, like
you would have known she had that problem.
I mean, maybe,
but looked under the hood.
maybe, but that seemed different because that's a medical issue. That could happen to anybody you know right now. You could have been smashing for years, and then all of a sudden they could start feeling extreme pain. Like that's.
I feel it, but this is like a medical where she literally like ends up in the hospital every single time they have sex. So she like.
Oh, she's like one of those orgasms where it's painful, or is it like?
It was something crazy. It was, Snapchat, Daily Mail.
I don't know. That seems strange, but my thing would be this. It wouldn't necessarily be something like that, but I think it will be a bit alarming if you say you date somebody for 2 years, 3 years, and then y'all get married. You haven't done it at all. And say you've done it before. So you know what you prefer, what you like, what's good, what's not good. And then you end up in a marriage with that person. You have made vows to spend the rest of your life with them. And then all of a sudden...
Ain't got no damn service up there.
Nah, fam. I think that's y'all. My bars are straight. But then all of a sudden... Then all of a sudden...
We ain't on Sprint.
All right, man. Let me finish my thought real quick. But anyway, my thing would be then you're with this person for years, and then all of a sudden you find out that their sex game is trash. Do you think you would be able to then just divorce a person because their sex game is garbage, or are you gonna ride out the marriage for eternity?
I feel like if they're coachable, then we can work it out. But if there's like no, I mean, I just feel like personally that wouldn't work. Like would have made, I don't know.
Have you ever been with somebody you had to train though?
I feel like they would probably end up going somewhere else to get, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, if I was with somebody and I just wasn't good at sex or I didn't fulfill whatever, I would want them to tell me, like be vocal and tell me what's wrong and figure out how we could fix it or what I could do, you know, pick up where I'm lacking.
Yeah. Rather
than just be like, okay, I can't fuck with you. But at the same time, if I just don't get it and it's just not it, then maybe you gotta go a second way.
It's just not it.
That's just not it. I mean, but what if you? Okay, so you said one thing was you could coach them, right? But what if that person had they're a virgin, right? Do you want to spend all that time coaching them? Like I don't know.
I don't think it takes that long.
If you're talking about raising a nigga from scratch, you don't think it would take you a long time?
I'm gonna get you the Pornhub premium account.
Hey, the Pornhub and a flashlight.
Yo, I don't see it, but then that could be dangerous too, though, because then. So go with me here. So this is why I could get dangerous messing with somebody who ain't never been places before. What if you coach them up and pretty much all you do is you warm up the slot machine and then the next person hits the jackpot. So you basically turn them into a freak and then they start seeing like, okay, was watching porn, doing all these things, and now I'm trying to just bam, 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 like all these different people. What if you end up doing that all because you coached them too good? Don't you want somebody who's like has a little bit of miles on them already, and you know they already know what they want? They're not going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
I know you were saying divorce, or you know what I'm saying. So I was trying to be like, you know, maybe.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Though you want to at least give them a chance. You're not just gonna walk away from the marriage. I wouldn't walk away from the marriage either because I wouldn't be getting married just for that opportunity. Yeah, I'm not.
I would say my biggest complaint is and I don't know, maybe you guys can answer that. I mean, I'm not saying you guys are that way, but I'm just saying like a guy's perspective.
Yeah.
I would say my frustration is when it's just like super quick.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey.
No, like one super.
Oh my God. What is your question? What do you want us to provide perspective?
Why? Like, how do you fix that?
You got to do it more.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got to think like with anything. Like you got to get reps in. And that's probably
you got to get reps in.
That's probably the thing is that a lot. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm willing to bet, and I'm not saying I know this because I'm not a man who engages in conversations surrounding sex with other men because all niggas like to do is lie and bullshit. But I'm willing to bet that most guys really don't be swimming in the vag like they say. And so they don't get those reps. And so when they finally do get in it, they just get a little bit excited and they let off a little early. You know, it's like, you know how when people pull the gun out the holster and they spin it and then it just fires on its own? They don't know how to operate this shit. So that be happening.
But that shouldn't happen like every time, right?
No.
Well, no.
No.
That's probably only happening because he's probably gotten too comfortable just being in it, and then he just allows the shit to happen. He's not trying to get better. Exactly. So he essentially, Steph, the person you're describing the nigga that's okay with being on the team and putting on the uniform, but not being like putting in the effort to actually get on the fucking court and play. Yeah, he's not trying to actually play. He just want to sit on the bench and just enjoy the free ride. That's it.
You get himself a ring.
Yeah.
I was asking for a friend.
Psych.
You was asking for yourself, probably.
That's it about.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
That's
what I'm saying. If he want to hold it, he can. You got to have a little bit of self-control, some discipline, and some patience. But hey, listen, we all been there where you just, you know, like what was James saying? Blah, 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 bang. I mean,
bang.
And you know, sometimes you just be like that.
Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, but you make the choice to not allow that to be your situation. But some niggas just don't care. They really don't.
You know, those are the people that are like Iverson talking about practice?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, yeah, bro.
It's that want to practice.
When you talk about practice, so I had this one cat that I used to know as I was growing up with. I've known him for years. Dope ass cat. His name's Ryan. I ain't gonna say his last name. I don't think he would actually mind because he's that type of dude. But his girl used to get mad because he used to stroke it too much. And when she came home, he was good. He's like, yo, I'm straight. He would just stay on the video.
Hey, babe, sorry, you got here too late. I already cooked dinner.
It got so bad to where, like, she knew, like, she would walk in the house and, like look around like an OCD person and look around at shit like, what's going on? You did it, didn't you, Ryan? And he'd just be in the corner just giggling.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh. Your girl's over here mad that you're literally stroking your shit too.
Listen, I will also say this. Those type of guys, I'm not throwing shade at James's friend, but I would say those types of niggas are reckless because they obviously don't value the thing. Because if you have that at home, why are you self-servicing excessively? There's no reason for that. Fam, just wait till your girl get home.
Have you ever heard of the
happy wife, happy life?
Like, you know the alkaline people, the people that really follow the alkaline diet and all that crazy stuff or whatnot?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people that they like have sex without coming type of thing or whatever.
Nah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, they say it's like something that you have to be able to develop. It's shit. It's crazy.
On purpose, they do that?
Nah,
on purpose. Yeah. They say because what is it? There's, I'm gonna find the thing and I'm gonna tag you. I'll show you.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Excessive amounts of friction for long periods of time is not comfortable. I don't give a shit what the activity is.
Well, not so they say they come but they don't type of thing. It's like
shooting
a
dust
recycling
or something
type of shit.
That shit sound nasty. But hey, I mean, get how you live. As long as you're enjoying your life, I don't know. I can only speak for myself, but I am not someone who would be a fan of just bump and rump for an hour straight with no real outcomes. Like that's not gonna happen. Like I said, the way these knees and shit are set up, it's not happening. Anyway, you know what? It's kind of a bummer that Priscilla's not on the show tonight. Steph, what happened to Priscilla? She broke her phone. Is that what happened?
She has a trash Android.
Said that she needs a phone. I think she was doing something with her son on the phone, like hit her coffee table right at the right spot to like crack the whole screen.
No, it's not right at the right spot. Priscilla, if you're listening, it's because you have an Android. That's why your phone broke, fam. Not nothing about the right spot. Your phone is garbage, fam. Get a new phone. Shout out to anybody that has an Android. I'm hoping that your life gets better. Anyway, I don't know what happened to Sherry. We had Sherry on the line. Sherry was making the show lit. Maybe we'll have her. I was gonna say in the second hour, but we're already in the second hour. We just been rocking it out, man. Shout out to you if you're watching on YouTube. Steph, can you tell me how many people are in here? And then we got a couple of likes out there. I don't have my glasses on. That print is too small. You said 6
viewers, 3 likes. We got Jeff, Mr. Is it?
Yo, I can't wait till we have Jeff on the show. Yeah, that's my man.
What's up with that Jeff? So I seen this thing on Jeff like a couple of weeks ago, whatever. That some dude, somebody was like trying to clown him on Instagram, and then he was like, "Yeah, see that I got a bunch of NBA players in my DMs right now."
Wait, who?
I don't think that's the same Jeff.
Nah, I don't think that's.
Oh no, sorry, Jeffree Star. That was Jeffree Star.
Oh, I'm about to say that ain't my man Jeff.
That guy.
I'm about to say I don't think Jeff has NBA niggas in the DMs. That would be weird. Yeah. Jeffree Star. So okay, let me ask this question.
Jeffree Star is a makeup, like a makeup YouTuber, whatever.
Okay, so that's how he has money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does makeup tutorials.
And this is is it a dude or is it a girl?
It's a guy.
It's a guy.
Okay. He used to be like the Kardashians makeup artist at one point, I think.
Yeah, they were like all friends and all this. They all
then they had a
Calabasas together because
gotcha.
They do.
So he's probably he's somebody that probably already had money rolling in.
Bring it back. It's called semen retention.
What? Why did we bring it back to semen?
Semen retention. That's what the thing is. The art of having sex without ejaculation.
All right. Okay. I'm not even gonna finna say that. That shit sound crazy as hell. But all right. Oh, okay. Niggas trying to knife up. Let's go. You know I got the knife on me, boy. I'm playing Halo right now. Sorry, that's why I'm probably a little bit distracted. James is talking about semen retention, which is very strange, but it's something with the alkaline diet. James, send the info because we definitely want to read up so we can get this knowledge. But I assure you people, whatever this practice is, I am not about to be practicing that. Yeah, like I said, I'm not. That don't even sound enjoyable.
Well, they say it's because semen is like one of the strongest. Where's this from?
Dietary supplements. I can see people saying some bullshit.
I mean, everything pretty much.
Pull up, double kill with the grenade.
They say it's the miracle. They say it's the miracle seed.
What?
No, you don't drink it. Like
obviously, but listen, Steph, this is America. That all they do is put dietary supplement on everything, and that's how you get people to pay for it.
I'm talking about your own. You're not about to.
No,
that's why they say they keep it. You keep it inside, so you retain it because they said the seed contains holistic and metaphysical powers.
Oh.
It says semen has like some of the most energy in the world, I guess, type of shit.
I don't really know, man.
I feel like they're just trying to get girls to,
I mean, probably. That's why people be doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, they just be trying to finesse women to like having sex with them. I'm not doing all that. Listen, girl, I'll give you the best time of your life. I got 3 hours worth because I don't even nut. God, could you imagine how painful that shit would be? Listen, I got some ways I can help a girl out, and we're going to keep it under about 30 minutes because I got shit I got to do. Sleep, eat, play games, go hoop. We don't have time to be there for hours and hours, bro. I'm not doing all that.
So the people that came up with the Tantra?
Yeah.
Tantra book.
Isn't that shit that Buddy on American Pie was doing? When he was smashing Stifler's mom, he was doing that shit.
Who?
Which one?
On American Pie, when Buddy was on the second one, Buddy was still trying to smash Stifler's mom. He was doing that shit, wasn't he? What was he doing? He kept saying he was doing some type of like meditation and all this type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what he was saying he was doing.
Yeah.
But it says that ancient philosophies and medical practices from like Asia and India says if you do the similar retention, it helps you maintain a healthier life, live longer. It said it's like the semen is made up of so many different things.
Though, isn't it?
What?
I thought that was just not having sex though, like abstinence.
Well, yeah, you can do that, but there's ways. Apparently, there's ways that you can have sex and not ejaculate. But
that just seemed hella strange.
It's an art.
Like niggas are really spending time practicing to not nut. I don't understand that.
Yeah. So they say this is what they say for physical, it helps you get increased energy and drive, boosted immune system, cures erectile dysfunction, prevents premature ejaculation. Ooh, there you go, Steph. There you go, Holly. For your mental, it says you get more confident, improve the memory, and more decisive. And of course, for spiritual, it says it calms you, you're less prone to anger, you're more connected to the spiritual nature, and it controls more. You have more control over your urges.
And is that only for men, I assume?
I'm sure it probably is for women too, I bet. I mean, why wouldn't it be? I mean, but at the same time, I feel like women have much higher levels of self-control than men do. I feel like that's clear, right? It's not just me who thinks that. Steph, let me ask you a quick question while James is looking that up. Is the person you're referring to, is it Stinks McGinks? Is that who's struggling with this?
Leave the guy alone.
Oh, well, I feel like it's a common thing that I experience a lot with people. Like, pretty much.
You just say it. Just say it's all these niggas. Just say it.
It definitely was him. But no, there's been other people as well. But that was it. Basically, it just was super boring and awful.
Hey, sometimes it be like that, man.
And I think that's why I was okay with not doing anything for 2 years.
Staying for 2 whole years.
Damn. 2 years? I mean, you definitely you qualified for some type of abstinence benefits. I have to assume you was inactive for 2 years. Shit.
Yeah.
Born again. Put your application in.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to give that little girl an AARP card. She was out of commission for so damn long. Shit.
Yeah, it was literally like the same thing every time, 2 seconds, then snoring.
I mean, do you ever look? Can I ask you this though, Steph? Let me ask you this: as a female, why don't y'all ever just take that as like kind of like the highest compliment? Like my stuff's so fire that I just couldn't handle it. Got in it and just couldn't handle it. I know maybe it's not as enjoyable for you, but maybe putting a positive spin on it. If you put a positive spin on it, maybe your feelings won't be hurt. I don't know what to tell you. But I just don't understand why like y'all don't take that as like a high compliment. Like Buddy got in it and then just finished the movie a little bit early, you know?
Ain't no, I feel like you're with somebody and I feel like they should want to please you too. They should want
don't you gotta teach them like, hey bro, like you need to go down and motorboat a little bit. Like,
no.
Figure it out. Flick the beam.
I'm dead.
Flick the beam.
Yo, I mean, no, I get what you mean. I'm sure that type of shit probably has to be hella frustrating, especially if it's somebody that you're with. You guys are in a relationship and, you know, things just aren't crack-a-lacking like they should be. But like I said, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it does need to be looked at as like a compliment. But then again, you're probably unhappy because like you probably pulled up to his place and then you ended up having to leave unsatisfied. Could you imagine? Every time
we
you
live together.
I mean, even that's even worse. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine. This is your story. But James, could you imagine? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I remember one time I was upset and the guy said something about like wanting some, like he was hungry or something. And I was like, bye. So
oh wow! So you weren't gonna feed him, huh? He not giving you that good service, so you're not gonna feed him no food. I get that. I mean, listen, man. There's certain things if niggas want to get free meals and get their clothes folded and all that type of shit, y'all still gotta show up and do all the things. I honestly. Getting to that point in life where I feel like maybe this shit is not that hard. I've definitely had some situations and relationships where I screwed that shit up. But when you look back on it, if all you're really being asked to do is show up, provide some fucking effort, and then make sure that your shit works when it's time to perform, it's not a lot. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. Like, I'm not really a fan of eating out all the damn time. And like, I would love to like get my back rubbed and shit like that. And I understand that there's a lot of niggas that get that and then they don't handle business. All we got to do, fellas, is just tighten up, man. You're trying to get those types of advantages and all the time. You got to do your fucking job. Stinks must have been messing up. 2 fucking years? What was he doing for the 2 years?
Look, out with grandmas.
Out with grandmas. Oh my God. Yo. James. James,
did I send you the picture, James?
That's what I was about to ask. Yeah. Do you know who that dude is?
The women?
I have seen him. No.
Oh, I've seen him too.
No, the women.
No, I didn't get that.
Oh, all those grandmas? Those are all the people we play bingo with on the weekends. Shit.
I didn't get the grannies.
They're not all grandmas. I mean, they're just anybody willing to pay. So some of them were young, some of them were big, some of them were little, some of them were 80.
Taxi day.
No, it was any season, I guess.
It's like baseball year round.
Yeah, not. I have to find the text.
Okay, Steph, tell me what you think about Joe Exotic, and if you were a man who was seeking the company of other men, is Joe Exotic somebody you would want to fuck with?
But there's stuff with you got to remember, like, you know, they were meth heads, so he provided the drug and
I'm still confused to this day.
The place to live.
So I'm just confused by it all.
What part has you most confused?
Really loved them.
You know what's crazy though is that I jumped in. So when I started, I guess it wasn't the first episode. I think it was the second. So I missed the whole thing about her husband. And so since I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah, definitely she killed her husband.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah, she definitely killed her husband.
Like he was scared of her.
You see how her new husband acts? He's fucking scared too.
Ask you. So that's a new guy, right? Like,
yeah, that's her new husband. Yeah.
You all seen Stewart shit?
Buddy that was like on his knees wearing a dog collar, taking pictures and shit. That's her new husband.
And so were they friends at one time though? Because she was in his music videos?
No, that was a fake.
Oh, that wasn't really her?
No, that was fake. So the only reason her and Joe end up beefing is because she claims to be somebody who saves these animals when in fact she really just does the same bullshit that he does. But she tries to like
so she gets mad because he gets like he breeds them. Like he gets puppies or he gets cubs and all that stuff and gets them and snatches them away from the parents. And like you see him on camera, he's like, oh yeah, this is about 2,500 right here, 5,000 right here. You know, so they're breeding. These knackers are breeding. Everybody else is mad because she's getting them when they're old and pretty much already washed up, but she's also keeping them in cages.
Yeah, she's a garbage human for sure. Steph, let me ask you, what did you think about Bhagavan?
Who?
Lord, the pimp, the Hugh Hefner, the Hugh Hefner of the cat world,
the doctor of mystic science,
Doc Antle, Bhagavan.
These people are so fucking weird, so weird. Like I don't even understand. Like part of me is like, is this for real? Like, are these real people? Or are they acting?
No, because it's real.
So you remember in the beginning, the guy said he's like, yo, the monkey people. He's like, yo, those dudes are weird. They're crazy. He's like, but the big cat people, like, those motherfuckers are fucking crazy.
I believe it, man. They were all
of them.
They were all wild.
All different crazy.
But you know what's crazy?
And he had how many wives or how many girlfriends? Like
he had like five janky little girlfriends. That was, I mean, he wasn't like Hugh Hefner status.
What is it? He groomed them.
I get like
that's the thing is he's getting those girls when they're like 16 to 17 years old.
Yeah.
Fam, even though he's a fake ass doctor,
and he's like, how can you say no to a baby tiger,
bro? And that's the thing is that type of stuff. Listen, Buddy's a whole pedophile and a half for all that. Even if his pedophilia days were short lived because they all aged up. I don't know. And it's crazy, bro. Can you imagine though going under someone's wing like that, and then the way that they finesse you is they prey on you and the things that you don't have. A lot of these people, they need family, they need food, they need shelter, and then these people just need people to like do their bidding. And that's how he finesses you. You end up training the cats. You're servicing the cats. You're servicing him. Probably servicing each other. You're having to live this whole life that you probably don't even want to be a part of. That shit is crazy to think of. It happens to people every damn day too. That's the weirdest thing. There's people that's going through this all the damn time. It's crazy. All right, Steph, I gotta ask. For $50,000 cash, would you let Joe Exotic hit that?
Hell no.
50,000? Oh my god! Niggas don't want money, bro. 50,000. Yo, 50,000 must not be a lot nowadays, huh?
Don't be making that face. I see you in the YouTube.
Yo, 50,000. I feel like this though. I know obviously if I was a female, I would never. There's no amount of money in the world somebody could offer me if they look like that. If I was a female, no. And mainly because it would probably be hard to get past the fact that he had the fucking was that an eyebrow ring? That motherfucker looked like it was hanging off for dear life.
I don't know what that kid was. I swear he couldn't see.
Bro. Everything so fucking big. Everything about him seemed like I honestly, for the first half of the thing, I was like, he has to be the only human on Earth who knows about time travel. He can't be from this time. He has to be from another time dimension or something. You saw the way my man was dressed. Also with the way he was talking, all of these things combined led me to believe that he was someone from an alternate universe. I did not think he was an actual American.
Apparently that shit was 5 years.
They recorded that for 5 years?
5 years. 5 years.
You had somebody invest 5 years of their life, multiple people invested 5 years of their life to film that shit.
You know, you got to think, like, how many... You know, the marriages on the show, he was in 3 marriages on the show.
Shit. He was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though? Could you imagine if, like, say you could view your own funeral and somebody you know from your past show up and talk about your balls at your own funeral? Or talk about how they fondled your balls at a funeral. I forget what he was doing, but Buddy literally went to his husband's funeral.
That was the worst funeral I've ever
and talked about his husband's balls at his husband's funeral with his other husband there.
He said it had his mom there. And
with Buddy's mom there.
About it.
Yo, my mind is blown.
Why would anybody ever talk about somebody's like sexual anything at a funeral?
Because he's not from this universe. I'm telling you, he's a time traveler. He's exactly. What's his actual last name?
I don't know. They said it in the beginning, but they were like, said something about nobody's gonna remember that name.
It's like on the ball or something.
I'm dead.
That'd be crazy. Apparently, he had another husband or another like dude right before the show, right before they filmed.
And Joe, I hear if he's still in prison right now, or has he been released due to coronavirus?
Nah, he's still in there, but he's trying to get out due to
coronavirus. I wonder if they're gonna let him out.
Nah.
I just figured he would be living it up in there. Like,
I mean,
no. I guess I can't. We can't even really make jokes about that because obviously prison is
hell. Because it's like, was he a top? Was he a bottom? Was he doing the fucking? Was he getting?
So I would probably.
I had a girl jump on me in jail.
For real?
Like, on my. I was on the bottom bunk and like I was laying on my bunk reading and she like ran up and just jumped on my ass.
Did you see that that video on that you got where the girls were just running and jumped on their phones and the kids put their pussies out?
Oh yeah. I'm dead. She was like, bro, she just went in like I couldn't believe it.
She know, I kind of like do anything.
She said jump on.
She just jumped on me. She was like, give me that ass. And I was like, oh hell no.
Hey, what? They tried to take it. Holy shit. Listen,
60
man.
60 days in.
Yo. Obviously, I am in no way, shape, or form trying to be disrespectful to these situations. I do not wish that type of shit on anybody. But to know that there are some folks walking this earth who, because they don't get it regularly, they're backed up. You want to talk about plumbing being backed up? So then there are people, when they see an opportunity, listen, if you've ever watched Animal Planet and you see, listen, it works the same way in human life too. Niggas tend to get a little bit aggressive. We got to find a way to put a stop to that. You can't just be jumping on it and just taking it. That's not how this shit goes. Steph, I hope you smacked her with that book. I hope you hit her in the forehead with that book. Shit.
She was kind of joking, like it was whatever.
Nah, she wasn't joking. She was trying to get all in that ass.
No, she ended up being
joking in jail.
We ended up there was like a group of us. We ended up all being friends. But no, she was messing with some other girls there. Like she messed with girls, but she knew that I didn't swing that way. So
she's like, I'm about to turn this girl out.
Yeah, she thought that she
was been shot before. She know what it's like.
Yo,
I got in a fight with a crackhead in there too. She stole my cocoa.
What?
I got in a fight with her.
Steph, hold on. What? You got in a fight with a crackhead?
Yes. You don't go steal, and she got another charge because she stole. So some girls came to me that next morning. I guess in the middle of the night, she got into my bin because when you get commissary, you have like a Tupperware, like a one of the big bins.
She stole your shit because you were spoiled. You had full commissary.
Oh, I store. I was
doing full commentary. They were coming for you.
That's how you make your money when you're in jail. You keep the money on your books, so when you get out, you got money. You're not spending your money on stuff in there. So I would do 2-for-1 for people. They show you their list.
That's free game, ladies and gentlemen.
You're gonna give me 2 for the So one of the girls was like, "Sex, old girl, like went in the shower with like 30 of your cocos last night. She was just eating it raw because I guess when you're coming down off drugs and stuff, you want sugar and all that stuff. So she took a bunch of my cocoa and stole it and was eating it. And so I confronted her and she started talking shit. So then we got in a fight and then the guards came up and put us up or whatever. And then a bunch of the girls were like, she started like talking about the other girl and that she stole. And so then they took her to the hole and we didn't see her again. So I don't know.
Damn, Steph's in there running phase. Oh shit.
For like 4 months. So it wasn't really like, super long time or nothing, but I didn't see her again.
Yo, who is managing my show? Is this a nice, sweet young girl who's just, working hard to feed her family? Or is this some like Nicolas Cage type of like Two-Face type of criminal I'm dealing with? Either way, I fuck with you.
Oh.
You!
What are you talking about?
You're in jail. You're running fades in jail. I love it. This shit is lit.
This was a long time ago.
I know. This shit is crazy. I think that was one story I've never heard before. Running a fade on a crackhead. I love it. I don't even got a story like that. I do have some stories from the days when I used to do some.
Sometimes before too. I was telling Priscilla about that too.
You did what?
I had an Wait, what? The phone was.
You was Gator? You acting like Gators was fucking.
Oh, you was pimping like that?
I had an ex that went to prison, and he had some hoes, and so I basically had to manage the hoes when he was in prison and get the money.
What?
I would have to go get the money, but there was one hoe that did not like me. She was super jealous.
You had to collect the money.
Always, I remember she used to be at the hotels out in Bellingham, and so she would get so mad. Like, I'm not giving her my money, but she would. So she tried to act like she wasn't going to do it.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Steph for apparently pimping ain't easy. That's all we're gonna say.
It's really not that hard. You just gotta be nice.
Oh my God.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Free game. If you're looking to enter the realm of pimping, just remember, you just have to be nice. That's it. If you want to be a pimp, just be nice and you can get that money. Steph, let me ask you this. Did you ever have to slap any of these girls to get all the money? They ever hold out on you?
No. Mm-mm. Nope.
I have so many questions.
Just deal with her mouth. There was only the one.
That's what she said.
She was just jealous because she thought there's always that one that thinks like they're in a relationship and don't realize what it is. So.
Well, maybe she thought she was the bottom. She was the bottom.
Yo, I'm dead. Y'all, this is crazy.
She was the gutter. I don't know what that was.
Steph never disappoints. I love these stories.
She actually looks like that girl that I sent a picture to you guys.
Oh my God!
The one girl with
the Kent one,
the big titty one. Yeah.
Yo, those things were
so fucking crazy. So, quick short story. The girl that you're sending, I cut her best friend's son's hair.
Oh my God.
Really? You seen her before?
Her name was Tiffany.
Yo, that's one of Stink's girls, right? Stinks McGinks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But her friend named Tiffany that she was always with, I think it was like her old roommate. I cut her son's hair. And I used to cut Tiffany's boyfriend's hair. Herschel used to cut Tiffany's boyfriend's hair.
Oh.
Yeah, he told her, I remember he told her that because she reached out to me. He told her that he bought the house that we rented at the time, and he lived alone and all that stuff. That's the thing that I don't like. If you're gonna be a player, at least like keep it 100. Don't sit here and lie and tell these women all this stuff and like.
What do you mean? You're not a player. You can't be a player and tell the truth.
Yes, you can.
Can't be a player and tell the truth. Part of being a player is being able to. You gotta be able to lie a little bit.
You gotta finesse.
Yeah.
No, but if you really got game, that you don't have to do that.
Niggas don't be having that.
That's a fair.
They're gonna know their position, and they're gonna stay and deal with what it is. Otherwise, there's others that'll be happy to take the place.
Steph, that's a pimp. That's not a player. That's a pimp.
Well, you know.
That shit is crazy. Steph, are you still pimping right now? What's up, pimp?
That sounds like it.
Pimp, what's good,
like
pimp?
Because
So
everybody else in the world is struggling.
that's what I'm saying. Steph's making money hand over fist.
Sorry, what did you say?
Like random drives around the world to clear her mind, but yet we're struggling. But Steph's still pimping.
I'm saying pimping since been pimping. All right, Steph. When was all this happening? Was this like in your early days? Steph, you can hear me?
Sorry, 1 second.
Oh, she got a.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Oh, I thought she was on the phone with one of the wolves trying to get the money up. Probably said, "Hold on, get my money, bitch. I'm not playing."
No, this was early. This was like
early 2019.
Early
I was in my
2019.
I was in like my later teens, early.
Wait, what?
What? You were a teenager?
What?
Like 18, 19, 20.
Oh my goodness! So you were part of the problem.
Yo.
What do you mean?
Sex trafficking.
No, I wasn't. These women were grown.
Wow.
These were old stable hoes.
Is this
little?
So you had these old ladies having to run you the money?
Either way, pimping is pimping. Like if you go to jail for pimping young or pimping old, it's pimping regardless.
No, I feel like it's not. It's like there shouldn't be no young people at all.
So the other one they call it when you're pimping like younger ones, they call it child endangerment and like all the other ones, random shit.
Yeah, but I feel like hoes like
you're soliciting pussy.
Whoa.
Okay.
My grandma watches this.
No,
But what if Gator?
don't need to do nothing.
What if Gator don't like that? What are you gonna do?
You know?
Ooh.
I don't know.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
That's crazy, yo. I didn't know Steph was really a pimp like that back in the teenage days.
We ain't trying to be an accessory after the fact.
I wasn't a pimp. I wasn't a pimp.
You was something like that.
You seen that movie, right, with Will Ferrell when he said say shit?
Yeah.
You know, I got in a fight.
The other guys.
He's telling the story. He's like, yeah, I was protecting the girl, and she would pay me just a little fee. And
then he said, then I started to get some of her friends wanting protection too.
Pick her up and drop her off. And
I just made sure the guys paid the money.
He's like, bro, you was a pimp. Like, no, I wasn't.
You know what though? Guys get really mad when like they think that like I'd say guys that do that type of stuff, I guess, get really mad when they think that they're gonna run game on you, and then they realize that you aren't,
that you're a pimp.
Like, I'm not a pimp, but like I know the game. So then I'm cutting it. Like I really got in a fight with a guy one time. He poured a drink in my face.
You got mad because you started battling. He's like, yo, I got girls. You told him like, yo, I got girls too.
No, he got mad because I turned him down. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, there'll be like guys that are like hella like cool and nice and be like, oh, you know, I like you, this is this. And then when you're polite, but you just don't want to take it there, then they get mad and want to be disrespectful.
Well, yeah, because most, if not all, guys think that they're the fucking man. They think they should just be like always in it at all fucking times. So when you spurn their advances, a lot of these niggas, they don't have the emotional maturity to just be like, oh, okay, no problem. I understand you're not interested. They take it personally because they're conditioned to think that they're like the coolest fucking thing walking the earth. When really,
because they already got a flock.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and they're like,
a lot of it is that
part of this flock.
They got some of these dumb bimbos giving them attention, making them feel good.
Come on, girl, I can make you money.
Well, my friend had a fight party, and we were all over there. And I cooked, and she cooked, and all that. And you know, he came late with some girl, and then he was like talking to me like, you know, fix my plate. I said, this is not my house. I'm not the hostess. There's the plates. There's the food. You can get your own. Like, don't tell me to fix nothing for you. You're not my man, and this isn't my home. Yeah. So fix your own plate.
Yeah, that shit is kind of wild. I'm a little. Listen, I'm still very shocked. I just want some mashed potatoes. Yeah, I'm still very shocked that you was pimping like that.
If he asked politely, then I would have done it, right? Like I wouldn't have no problem. But because he came at me like, fix my plate, like, no, fix your own plate. And then he kept saying things like here and there, like, give me a drink or get me this. Or like for some reason, like he was picking on me. And then he's like, I didn't know who you fucked with because I could tell you didn't do it. I'm like, why are you even talking to me like that? Get out of my face.
Well, you know, he probably was trying to see how long it would take to wear you down so he could get you to do what he wanted to do.
No, because then I ended up with a shot in my face, in my eye. And then he ended up with a half down in my head. And then it was just all bad.
You know what this prompted me to think about this. I know what I'm about to say is going to sound so crazy, but you know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to crack somebody in the head with a bottle. Just, you know how like they do it on the movie, like mob type of shit. Like, nigga, what? You know, like, and just have it, ding. I know that sounds crazy as hell, but I just feel like that would just be a fun experience for me.
All right, so I have witnessed bottle swinging.
No, I have too. I've had it happen to me where somebody hit me in the head with a bottle and broke that shit. That shit was funny.
One of the best stories I got for that one is so my boy, one of my old friends, Jeff. His name is Jeff Bowman. His mom is one of the most realest, thuggish, hoodish Native American females I've ever come across.
Hey, shout out to the natives. Respect.
Straight from the red. Straight from Montana Reservation. So one night, so back in the day, we used to hang out over at my boy Jeff's house. My boy, Jeff was a little brother. He had an older brother named Chance. And then so me and Jeff hang out, and then my older brother and his older brother hung out.
Yeah.
And they this one random night, Jeff
Yo, what happened? You said Jeff and then you cut out. James, you still there? Story sounded like it was getting good. I don't know what happened. Jeff must have turned into a mute or something. I don't know. Steph, you still there? I don't know. Everybody hung up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, well, Steph is here. James was telling us a funny story, and then all of a sudden he got quiet. So I guess his friend turned into a mute, maybe joined the circus or something. I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about. Did Buddy hang up or something?
I just texted him and said that the call dropped.
And he blaming that on me. Bro, I went to, listen, bro. He lived way out in Auburn. I know they don't got no reception out there. Steph, your stories were crazy, yo. I'm bugging out. I feel like, obviously it's dope. I feel like I'm learning some new stuff about my friend. But we about to
look. I tell great stories and then I feel embarrassed after the fact.
Why though? It's just a part of life. Listen, man. A lot of my stories I don't really tell them because they're not like they're all geared and centered around violence. So I don't feel like it's worth it to share a ton of my experiences. I mean, some of the shit is kind of funny. Like, I don't know. I have some stories from when I used to like peddle like, weed and stuff like that. Like when I was trying to make money. Yeah, answer that real quick because we want to hear the rest of his little story. I don't know what he was talking about. Yeah, so I got some stories, people, but we're gonna hold off on that.
Oh shit, man!
Yeah, James, welcome back. Tell us your story, bro.
That's crazy. All right,
real quick. We only got about 6 minutes, so tell your story. Then we got to close out with some ads and stuff.
My friend's mom, they would always go out to the bar, and they went out and they would always bring back people. So the kids had little house parties and shit. So this one random night.
Did it happen again? Anyway, maybe James will come back to tell this story. We don't have a ton of time. I don't know what Steph is doing. We lost Sherry. We have too many technical difficulties, but I have a feeling that after we connect with Just Jeff, shout out to Just Jeff and his Tims, after we connect with him, then we're probably going to get this Discord popping, and then life will be much better. James, welcome to the chat.
We all dropped?
Nah, just you, fam.
Now, what's that? But anyway, so what happened was she brought back a bunch of people and shit going on outside or in the living room. We come out. Jeff's mom runs outside to go see what the fuck's going on, and there's two boobs on each side of the door with two stained eyes. Remember the stained eyes, the bottle of drink?
Yeah.
So they both have deuces, and they both swung and blasted fucking Myrna in her face on both sides, right in her eyes on both sides of her on her eyes. It was
spiced her up.
They did that shit on purpose?
On purpose, yeah. They were literally trying to jump them.
Shit. That sounds crazy as hell.
Yeah, it was cold, bro. I got stories for days with that fam. Like hella shit.
Yeah, man. I was trying to say, like, I've been trying to refrain from telling a lot of my stories because they just involve like the consistent theme is always centered around violence. I try to stay away from that. There was a story where I'll tell this one real quick as we close out. We only got a few minutes, but so this is when I still lived back in Florida. And one of the ways I used to feed myself was by, selling a little bit of, stuff here and there. It wasn't just shoes. It was all kind of shit. And so one time, one time this kid, he was friends with this kid, Alec, that I knew. And this kid's name was Duggar, I think. Some little punk ass little dude. And so Buddy asked me to come through and sell him a G or something. I named the price. Buddy tells me on the phone it's cool. When he shows up to the place that I was staying, he came up short on the money. And what he tried to do is he tried to hit me with the, oh, come on, man. Like, just let me get by with, and it was like $5 less. So the ending of this story, you're going to realize I did all of this over $5 and still gave back the money. So what happens was he starts hassling about the money. So I tell him, I'm like, bro, I told you before I came over here, I wasn't coming over here unless you were going to pay full freight because I want the fucking money. You know what I'm saying? That's how this business goes. And so what happens is he's stupid enough to where he starts getting a little bit cocky. He's probably sitting about 5 feet away from me. I start getting frustrated and I stand up and he has the money in his hand, but he don't want to give me the money because he want to use some of it to go party. And I'm like, no, my nigga, you want my service, you pay me my money. So I snatched the shit out of his hand and I go to walk out, right? So he calls me up, and when my boy Alec calls me up, and I can hear Buddy in the background talking sideways, like, oh, if so-and-so, he ain't gonna do that to me again, and da-da-da, just like, you know, people getting mad, he's talking a bunch of shit. So I say, okay, bet, where y'all at? And they tell me they're at the Sonic. So I pull up to the Sonic Drive-In. Now, this is in Florida, and it's the summertime, so the Sonic is packed full of people. Buddy's in the drive-thru, so I pull up behind the car very quickly, and I jump out. He was in the back seat on the passenger side, right? And my boy Alec is in the front, and then this other kid named Jalen was driving. And so I run up, I scare the shit out of him, and I tell him I'm about to start kicking their asses because Buddy was talking shit to me over $5. And he's sitting in the back, and he starts laughing. So I punched his ass through the fucking window, and I split his damn head open over the $5, and then my stupid ass threw the money back in the fucking window. And I gave him the money back. So I punched him at the Sonic Drive-In with like 50 or 60 people out there eating their ice cream and their slushies, and I gave him the money back. And I used to drive this little two-door BMW. It was all red too, slow as shit. And I burned out in the parking lot. I was probably going about 15 miles an hour. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here before I get in trouble. Nothing ever happened, but he ended up having to get stitches above his eye or some shit like that. Somebody told me, but Buddy was bleeding in the back seat. And as I'm walking back to the car, I can hear my man Alec turn around and look at this Duggar kid and go, hey, yo, bro, you still want your food? Because they were in line at the drive-thru. Buddy's in the back seat bleeding. He's still asking him about the food and shit. Hella funny. It's the best I can do for you for some crazy story. I punched this kid over $5, bro. That's why I was not cut out for that type of life, because I was willing to like run it over $5. Not worth it, kids. Not worth it at all. Some of my mistakes from my younger days, terrible. All right, man. Listen, we got.
Let him know I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, listen, Buddy wasn't gonna talk that mess, and I couldn't let that ride, so I had to pull up.
You gotta give him the pause.
Yeah.
You gotta catch the pause.
Yeah, had to catch the pause. Anyway, listen, we got about 3 more minutes. If you guys have any last words, what's the deal?
Shit. Turn up.
Be safe
As
out there.
well.
Yeah. Listen, everybody, I definitely want everybody to be safe. Big shout outs from the bottom of my heart to everybody who's labeled as essential. I see now that some of these businesses, they're overworking these people, not providing them with breaks. Obviously, big shout out to anybody that's working in healthcare, because you're really putting it on the line. There's tons and tons of stories that I've been hearing over the last couple of days where we have people, some of our soldiers in healthcare, they are starting to fall a little bit because their work conditions are so poor. So big shout out to them if they're still rocking day to day. I know that we all know people who know other people who are in the healthcare industry. So big thoughts and prayers go out to them, because that shit is not easy during this time. I hope you guys stay safe, stay in the house. Let me know if there's anything you need. Watch Harry Potter. That's all I got to say so we can close this shit out. James, you ever seen Harry Potter?
All of them.
It's just
I
fire,
haven't
bro.
seen any.
It's fire, bro.
Hang up.
It's fire, bro.
I'm totally like a guy when it comes to movies. I shouldn't say a guy.
Oh, snap.
I like action. Like
That, and that's my listen, Steph. Steph, don't
exactly.
Steph, do not deny yourself. Listen,
Oh,
just watch it. All right, hey, real quick. If you're listening on Track Talk Radio, we got to close out. Damn, I wish I knew who was on after this, but it's probably somebody that's fired, man. Stay tuned in. The station is crazy. Big shout out to Sherry, CEO of Track Talk Radio, Miss Tack Talk. Thank you for joining our show. We'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned for 5 more minutes on YouTube. Listen, man. Steph.
And shout out to everyone in the chat.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We ain't closed it just yet, but Steph, listen. I said the same thing. I said that I was a person who was built more on the action side of movies. And I will tell you like this, do not spend years depriving yourself of this opportunity. There's a lot of action in Harry Potter, There's a lot of story and character development that you have to go through, but when it starts cracking, well, I'm telling you, it's cracking. And don't take these little wands that they have as being soft. A nigga pull up on you with a wand, it's gonna be something, boy. I'm telling you.
It's going down.
Because they were not playing with that shit, bro.
Watch out.
Yeah, you even.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I just haven't. I don't know. I just don't really get into movies like that. I don't like romance movies either.
You like pimping movies.
You like Hustle and Flow? Come on, man.
Harlem Night.
That's a hot movie, though.
That Harlem Night.
Yeah, that's
Man, I need to. You know what? I think I am going to. Have you guys been purging your clothes? You go through your clothes and like bring them to the door and all that bullshit.
Nah.
I need to. I hoard things that I don't need to hoard, like makeup. And
see, I'm not gonna admit I'm not a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder.
I wouldn't say
hoard stuff
that I don't need to keep.
I just like to keep things.
Yeah.
I just might need it in the end.
I mean, bro, you know you hoard shoes and shit like that. You don't need.
Oh, okay. I give you that. I do hoard shoes. There's shoes I haven't worn in 10 years that I have, and
only 10.
Can't get enough.
Bro, you know, I have a bunch of sneakers I've never worn. They're just
Oreo.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Oreo.
I usually would buy me Jordans and stuff, and I never wear them.
Are you a Jordan type of person?
I mean, what's the right outfit? But I don't. For me,
bro, she don't leave the house. When's she gonna wear the Jordan?
I like lows. I don't like tights because I feel like my legs are fat already. Like I don't.
Yo, stop.
Like I think me personally, like I have short fat legs, so like I have an ankle. I don't have ankles, so I like the low. So if I'm wearing sneakers, I'll wear like the low and like some capris or something or whatever, sweats or whatever. But I'm not trying to wear no high tops and just look like a tree trunk leg. I'm not.
Well, what high tops? What shoes are you talking about? Are you talking about like high Air Force One? Like, some Air Forces, the highs with the strap?
Got the Rasheed Wallace Air Force Ones on.
I mean, I'm more like I like Air Max. Like I don't
remember those military ones that came out with that went up extra high.
Oh yeah, I got a couple pairs of those.
I got a couple.
Never worn them either.
Too. I think I put my foot in one.
You know what?
They're cream and burgundy.
Actually, I did have a pair that I used to wear, and I sold them to my homeboy Rob. Shout out to Rob. He's a fan of the show. He loved those fucking things. I wore them like one time. I was like, nah, I don't fuck with these. They take 13 minutes to put on. I don't have time for that. We're not going into combat, boy. I just needed them for the snow days.
I got math.
Get money. All right, you guys got any last words? I'm about to close this out so I can go restart Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna watch all of them?
I listen. Apparently, I have the week off, so I'm about to watch all of this shit again.
I mean, did you finish the Hunters?
Nah, because I realized that I don't have Prime anymore. I think I canceled that shit.
Who the fuck doesn't have Prime in life?
Well, because I only really needed it for my Amazon packages, and then somebody that works on this show does that for me now. Not Stephanie. Cheese was doing all my Amazon ordering, so I never needed to have it because she had it.
So she has it.
Yeah, but I don't have all the info. And I didn't the show, listen, Jay, I'm telling you, the show is hot. I do need to watch it, but because I was knee deep in some Harry Potter, because I was knee deep in a Harry Potter movie marathon, I was focused on that. But I might have to jump back in.
This is not the time for fantasy. This is time for realism.
That's right, because the Hunters is on that real stuff. I got you.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, I'll get on it tonight. Steph, you need to watch that show.
Steph, you got Amazon Prime, Steph? I know you got Amazon Prime. All the shit you be ordering.
Yeah.
So you got
that
Amazon
out.
Video?
I'm sure I do.
You download Amazon Video, Prime Video, and it'll be on there. Watch that shit.
Oh, I have it on my TV, yeah. But even like Nick, remember when you came over and I was like, I don't know my Netflix login. Like I don't ever be on here.
Yeah, bro. She do not be knowing. It's all good. We'll get it worked out. We all do need to watch this show though, because we need to be able to talk about these conspiracies, because this shit's kind of crazy. And some of the stuff we talked about on the show last week is on that TV show that James is talking about.
Yes, sir, it is.
What is it called?
Hunters.
Yeah.
So it's directed and produced by Jordan Peele.
Shout out to Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
One day he'll be a fan of the show, I bet. Yo, shout out to me for getting these push-ups in, boy. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. I'm closing this out. Listen, I hope you guys stay active this week. Get some exercise in. Get out in the sunlight if you possibly can. Try not to sit in front of the computer or the TV too much. I want you guys to be active and lead happy lives. Buckle up for another 3 or 4 weeks of this this bullshit that we're
doing. You probably should buckle up for a little longer.
You think it's longer than that?
I heard that it's actually until September, but they're only telling us like a little bit at a time.
So yeah, that's exactly what because you got to think, like, if somebody tells you got to stay inside for a year, what you gonna do? Motherfuckers gonna wow out.
Yeah.
Bro, this is gonna be crazy shit.
So before we even get off, let me shoot this fucking quick conspiracy to you real quick.
All right.
Only because of the shit that we're talking about. So you hear about the asteroid that's supposed to skin.
Yeah.
You remember? So it's supposed to be so there's a lot of people that think that the reason why they're putting this indoors is because they think that it's gonna do a little more than just skin the Earth. And they think that if they kind of like 2012 or was it 2012 or the Geo
Y2K.
Yeah, like if you tell the nation, you tell them like they're gonna wow out, they're gonna freak out, they're gonna riot, they're gonna blow up shit. So they think the U.S. Army has been asking universities for access to their underground tunnels because they said the U.S. government feels that the next war is going to be fought underground.
What?
So yeah. So and then there's these other posts. There's a lot. I seen them like a few weeks ago, but on the 619 Save the Children thing or whatnot, they had this telescope dude that like super zoomed in on the moon and had a bunch of random like flights, like a bunch of things that were going around the moon. So they were like, what's going on? This one, he wasn't in like he was in the reserves. So, he's just a regular dude, that was signed up to be in reserves.
Yeah.
But he said that he found out that the Space Force is popping right now. Like there's really a war going on in space.
I'm fucking dead. Space Force. That's the thing that Trump created, right?
Well, so that's the thing that Trump brought to light. Apparently, it's already been in the works for years. Like even before, like with the Bush administration.
We're gonna have to dive into that on another show.
So I'll send you this. I'll send you this link that shows you.
Oh my God!
Like it literally looks like there's like a war going on the moon.
So my thing would be this. And I want to close out with this final thought. What would be, I understand what you were saying about if you say what is really going to happen, people are going to go crazy. But if there's something that's going to hit the earth, it doesn't matter if we're inside or outside, right? So why the fuck why do we have to be on restriction for that? If that's
we don't know. Like that's just like when the movie from the movie 2012. They didn't know what the hell was going on. But
I never saw that. That was one of those ones where I looked at that preview and I said, this shit don't look good. Not because I was scared, but because it literally just didn't look good to me. Was that a good movie?
The old school movie 2012?
Yeah.
From like years ago. You never watched that shit?
Yeah, no, I never saw that. I never saw that.
Watch that shit, bro.
Steph, what the F did you just send me?
There's a lot of stuff. So you remember a few years ago when when Seattle got what they called it a vortex, where it was sunny as shit, but it was so fucking cold.
I mean, I feel like that happens at least once or twice every
3 years ago.
I don't know.
What they said, it was pretty much like a lighter version of what happened in the movie 2012. So it was a vortex where you look up, it was sunny, there was no clouds or whatnot, but it was like a vortex of the biggest cold front that we've ever had. And technically Seattle or Washington and Oregon and all that stuff got hit with that just a few years ago when it came down from Alaska, I want to say. So it was hella weird. It was sunny. It was the clearest skies that we ever had for a long time. But it was like negative degrees.
Man, I don't remember. So we had a lot of cold days.
They're basing that off based off of that shit, saying off of the movie. Just watch the movie, bro.
I'm gonna have to check that out, man. Matter of fact, don't they have that on Netflix? Maybe I'll just go watch that.
On Netflix right now. Sad to say, every pandemic ending, world ending movie is on Netflix right now because of the shit that was on there.
Well, you know what? Netflix, you need to put Harry Potter on there. Stop with all the fucking bullshit. Listen, if this world's gonna end, I want to go out feeling happy, not overly stressed. So, listen, Steph, watch Harry Potter. It's gonna be lit. James, thank you for conspiracy updates. I'm glad we had that. Now I got to go watch 2012. So since I'm on a half vacation, I'm going to add that to the list for this week. I appreciate you guys joining the show.
Add Containment too.
What is it? Containment?
Containment. It's a newer Netflix series. You said this shit already pretty much went down in 2016. From 2016. So they're new.
You know what? At this point, anything is possible, I say. Containment, I'll add that to the list too. We got a whole week, really nothing to do. So shout out to y'all, man. We will be back on Tuesday. If you watch this show or any parts of this show on the YouTube channel or on Track Talk Radio, follow, like, subscribe, do all the things. Follow everybody on social media. Just do that shit. We will be back on Tuesday. James, I appreciate you. Steph, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe, all right?
All right now.
Thank you.
Later.